I find it very strange to answer questions saying that, oh, where do you get your confidence from? I said, I can touch my toes. I can solve a few maths problems. I love my friends and my family. I'm a good human being. aa jata hai confidence pe. Love interacting with people who send a lot of hate, because that's when my sarcastic best comes into play. So I remember at one point of time, one of the scenes, David says, it's like, no, you guys have cracked it. It's okay. Just calm down. No more variations required. Actually, Varun and I met when he had come to watch one of my plays, which is also a comedy. And we became instant friends and we had a blast. My process is such that I don't have a process. And if I do, I don't know what it is. I knew what the life was all about. It's not an easy one. The theory pata thi, practical alag hota hai. I think every individual's journey is their own, and I don't think it's fair to compare one with the other. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to say sorry. It's okay to learn. We're humans. That's what life is about.
So, hello everyone and welcome to midday.com. I'm in conversation with the extremely talented Shikha Talsania. Hi Shikha, how are you doing?
I'm very well. So lovely to talk to you. How are you?
Thank you so much for joining us. So Shikha, your journey from Wake Up Sid to Viredi Wedding and now Coolie No. 1, it's been quite incredible. How would you describe your journey?
I would describe it as fun, resilient, patient, and a lot of things learned along the way.
And I have to say, Shikha, your father is an icon in the Hindi film industry. And he was also part of the original Coolie No. 1. So yes. When you got offered the part, what was your first reaction? And how did you break the news to him that you're also going to be a part of the remake?
I was gobsmacked when I got the call. And I was just like, really? Yes, immediately. Yes. I am. I definitely would love to be a part of it. And everybody at home was also very happy when I finally told them. And I remember Dad's just saying that just have fun. It's going to be that film where you can just have fun.
Did you have any conversations with him about what happened, when he was a part of the film? What was the vibe like at that time? Or how was David Dhawan on the sets or anything of that sort?
Dad and David sir have collaborated so much in the past. Yes. So I've heard it. I mean, I used to hear about it, of how he used to come back home really, happy and satisfied with the art that was created, with both of them collaborating on the film and with everybody else on those films. So that I could be a part of that, I thought was very special, and it holds a very special place in my heart.
Right. And as a kid, did you ever go with your father on the sets to any of the David Dhawan films?
No, I didn't, because we had such packed schedules back in the day that there was a lot of other life happening. So didn't really go on the sets at that time. I wish I had, because now that having worked on a film with David sir, I know how much fun it is. So I wish I had. But unfortunately, no, I didn't.
From the trailer of Coolie No. 1, it looks like a fantastic trailer, of course, super entertaining.
Thank you.
And from, going by your part, we can guess that you're sort of playing Varun's love interest too, but we don't know a lot about it. But what can we expect from you?
Well, I'm hoping entertainment. That's one thing that you can definitely expect from all of us. And we're really excited that the film is finally releasing and everybody gets to watch it. It's a total entertainer, as you said. And Sara and I play sisters.
Yeah.
That is how much I can tell you about my part. The rest you'll have to wait till 25th of December to see. Because अगर अभी सब बता दूंगी तो मतलब अब देखोगे क्या?
A comedy as a genre can be quite tough. And especially David Dhawan is known as like the king of comedy. So when it came to prepping for your character, did you have any specific, thing that you had to do to get into the skin of your character, or did you just go with the flow?
I just went with the flow. My process is such that I don't have a process. And if I do, I don't know what it is for any character that I play. And slowly it just builds, when your face is painted and your costume is on, and then you get the lines, and then you're on set, and then you rehearse, then you improvise. That's how it happens for me most of the times. And I took what my father said to heart: just have fun. And that is the best advice I've gotten for a film like Coolie No. 1 and working with David, sir.
And even Varun and Sara, like Varun is quite a fun guy to be around. I mean,
He's
from his
amazing.
Instagram, like he looks like an extremely entertaining person, even off screen, on screen. So, what was it like sharing screen with him and doing a comedy with him?
Absolutely fantastic. Actually, Varun and I met when he had come to watch one of my plays, which is also a comedy. And I've watched so many of his films where I think he has great comic timing, I feel. So, I mean, two people who've seen each other's work, we were very excited to be on the same set. And as they say, as characters play with each other's characters in terms of how to really push the comedy and make it what David Sir wanted. So I had a blast. I remember at one point of time, one of the scenes, David says, it's like, no, you guys have cracked it. It's okay. Just calm down. No more variations required.
So did you guys become good friends, or were you already friends, Varun and Sara?
So I met Sara on this film. Varun, I've known because, as I said earlier, he's come and watched one of my plays, and I've met him before quite a few times. But, the wonderful thing about being in any collaborative setup with fellow performers and fellow Nautankies is always so much fun. And we became instant friends, and we had a blast. And we were gobsmacked with all the veterans that were just like knocking it out of the park. And it was like, what? To get that live experience, to see their process and see how they perform a scene it was a wonderful experience.
Absolutely. I mean, you've grown up with a veteran at home, and now you have Paresh Rawal and Rajpal Yadav and all these, and Javed Jaffery. I mean, doing comedy in front of you must have had like a hell of an experience.
Absolutely. It was intimidating. And I think all of us were just making mental notes saying, oh, that was very good. Oh, yeah, that was even better. Oh, I was definitely doing that.
Now, Shikha, coming to your journey, despite being a so-called star kid, you had a very different journey from your peers. So, how would you term that? Like, would you say it was easier or more difficult to break out into the industry? What was it like for you?
Well, I think every individual's journey is their own, and I don't think one can be compared with the other ever in any field, in any industry. It did help me in terms of I knew what the life was all about. It's not an easy one. It has its own sets of challenges and rewards and everything in between. So I knew about it, but living it on your own and experiencing it on your own is, well, your own journey. And it did help me in terms of I didn't have to move cities to pursue what I wanted to do. I didn't have to. My parents already knew that I didn't have to explain that, okay, the night shift will be till this time and I will come back home at this time. I had transport available. It was like, I need to shoot today. Can I please take the car? So I had that safety.
And he was very supportive.
Very supportive. And I think, as I said, I think every individual's journey is their own. And I don't think it's fair to compare one with the other. Yeah. And as I keep saying, theory पता थी, practical अलग होता है. तो जब आप जीते हैं वो practicality, तब आपको पता चलता है कि क्या है क्या नहीं है.
Also in the film industry, while things are changing, for a while now, people often get typecast in certain roles. Did you ever feel the same about the roles that were being offered to you initially?
Yes, absolutely. I will not deny it. After Wake Up Sid, I did get a few offers and a few parts and a few stories, which I thought were going in a very one-dimensional zone. And it happens. It happens to everybody, every actor and every creative person, actually, not even just an actor. So I think it happens to everybody. And it's a wonderful time to be in the creative field and to create art, where there's so many new stories and there's so many different people creating. So there's space for everybody, and you just have to be, as I said earlier, resilient and patient, and sift through the work that's coming your way and pick what connects with you.
And I must say, Shikha, I absolutely admire the way you carry yourself. You inspire so many people with your confidence and just being, able to be yourself. In a film industry like ours, there's always pressure to look a certain way or to be a certain way. How did you overcome that so effortlessly?
I haven't. I think it's a normal human emotion. And honestly, it's not to do with just the industry. I think it's across, just as living in this world as a social human, a part of the social fabric that we all are. Right. Of course, you have those days. And of course, you have, you question yourself and you question your vanity and you question the reactions that you're getting from everybody. But at the end of the day, I know what's up here and in here, and what I am all about. And that's, I find it very strange to answer questions saying that, oh, where do you get your confidence from? I said, I can touch my toes. I can solve a few maths problems. I love my friends and my family. I'm a good human being. Aa jata hai confidence.
So social media also plays a huge part in our lives, and more so if you're an actor. So, while there are fans on one side, it comes with its fair share of trolls. How do you deal with all the negativity out there?
Honestly, I and I can only speak for myself, I get a lot more love than I get hate, to be very, very honest. And I touch wood, and I'm very, very lucky, and I'm very happy about it. With the people that I interact with, there's more love than there's hate. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just one aspect of your life. It will have importance as much as you give it. So if you don't give it too much importance, it doesn't hold that much importance. I enjoy it. I love interacting with friends and people who send a lot of love. And I love interacting with people who send a lot of hate, because that's when my sarcastic best comes into play. And I love there are days where you ignore it, and there are days where you interact with it, and there are days where you just leave it alone. It is what it is. Yeah, it is okay. I admire people who get trolled so much more than me and how they handle it, and I take inspiration from them. And so I'm just like, one negative thing, man, that's fine. It's think what you have to think. It doesn't matter.
Like you just said, that it motivates you to get out your sarcastic best. It seemed like it was very similar to your character in Veeredi Wedding, somewhere where, she is absolutely bang on and she kind of gives it back. So as artists, you always have an opinion of your own, but sometimes you don't always resonate with the film that you're doing also. So has it ever happened with you that, you've been offered a part that you didn't always agree with, but then you did it?
Honestly, I'm being brutally honest about it. I think it starts on the level of when you agree to do a part. It has to connect with you on some level. And also, as I said earlier, that when you go into a collaborative process creatively, there's a lot of dialogue, and there's a lot of communication and open communication, because you're creating something together. So everybody is open to hear a different point of view, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and whatever doesn't fit for you, you work on it. But at the beginning only, if you say that this works for me and this doesn't work for me, and then you sign on something, only when you know that, okay, I know that the line of communication over here is open and we can work on this.
And as actors, how careful do you have to be in today's, socio-cultural fabric to, be always on point? Like, do you think there's a pressure to be always correct or always choose the right things, say the right things?
Do you think as humans, we all feel like that? Don't you?
Okay.
Like, I think as just humans, you're just like, I hope I say the right thing. I hope I do the right thing. I hope I think the right thing. It's a human condition. So I understand where you're coming from. But more so than ever, I think everybody being so connected out there with the different platforms out there, I think this is a great time to really, yeah, and the pandemic, I think this is the only thing that was okay about the pandemic, is I think all of us got to like introspect and reflect about our lives. And it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to say sorry. It's okay to learn. We're humans. That's what life is about. It's great to be right all the time. And that's like a personal win whenever you get that. But, it sometimes you just got to learn and move ahead. Not sometimes, all the time you got to learn and move ahead.
Finally, if you had to tell people to come and watch Coolie #1 on December 25th, is there a comic take that you can show us or give a hint of from the film?
From the film, well, I'm going to say that I am super duper excited. Christmas is going to be very entertaining. You will want to get up and dance. You can watch it with your entire family, and you're going to have lots of fun, and you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh a lot. There's not one single person who's not going to make you laugh. And you laugh till your sides will hurt. So I hope you're ready with your popcorn and your family to watch Coolie #1.
Awesome. We're definitely looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Shikha.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.